Today we have our guest, Asel. Asel is a Salesforce developer, and today she will tell about her story, how she has transformed her career to the Salesforce development. What was your first job when you were here?
Oh, this is funny. My first job was in Wisconsin, which is neighbor state from Chicago. It's like 3 hours driving. I was working in Wisconsin Dells, where usually aqua parks, water parks, all the gift stores, like picnics. Like this is like really great area for neighbor states. They can come in and enjoy, have some tiny mini vacation. So I worked there as t-shirt seller, I can say. I wasn't even cashier. I was usually cleaning up, putting the t-shirts. And, but I got fired from that place because it happened really unexpected. And it was really, really stress for me because no one ever actually scream at me, or no one ever said I'm fired, because I never worked in my life. So it was really stress for me. So the story was, I remember that in United States, you will have register in the middle and people can walk and come and pay on the register. But in my situation, since I just arrived from Kyrgyzstan, I still learning culture of America. I'm still learning culture of everything. Like I'm new here. I'm just like baby. So, like, if they will tell me, hey, you cannot do this, that, I will follow that. But no one is telling me anything. So I'm doing whatever I saw in my, like, in Kyrgyzstan, right? So I was like, one man came and he didn't want to stay on the line. He just went to the back and he said, hey, I want to buy this t-shirt. Can I get large? Blah, blah, blah. And he took it. And he was like, hey, can I just give you money here? Because I don't want to go to register, wait, blah, blah, blah. Just you can keep the cash and I'll be good. I said, okay. I took the money. I walked to the register. I put the t-shirts on the register, put it the money. And after like maybe 5 minutes, my boss came in. He's like, Asel, like, why you took the money? I'm like, what money? He said, you took the money out of the register. I said, but I put it, I didn't took it in my pocket. I didn't steal it. Mm-hmm. And he was like, no, you fired. You get out right now. Like in the movie, like, I thought it just happens in the movie, but not in not in life. Like, people can just come in and fire you like that. I was like, okay. And like for the first 5 minutes, I didn't understand what happened. Okay. I just remember that I'm outside of the store, just staring like, what just happened? Like, what I will do? Like, I'm work and travel. I have $200 in my pocket for entire of my 3 months. And I'm like, what am I going to do? And I cried probably like 2 days. But he let me stay and we have tiny rooms where we can stay. So I was staying with Colombian girl, and she went to my ex-boss, and she said, hey, can she stay with us? Because there is no place to go. And he said, okay. And, I'm really happy that he fired me, because I found a brilliant person after that. Because after 2 days, I went to the street and I'm like, I need to find a job because I need to eat, at least survive here. If I'm not going to do money, then what I'm going to do? So I just went to next door. I usually see their old lady with her husband. They're both of them old, and they're so cute. And I always want to come to them and just say, hey guys, how are you making this much love with each other, blah, blah, blah. And one day I just came in and I was like, hi. I was hungry, alone, crying, right? I'm like, hi, Danny. Danny? She knows Danny because they've been working together pretty long year because they're neighbors. And I said, he fired me. I was like that. And she's like, why? I said, it's a long story, but she fired me. I don't want to tell that. I don't want to tell that I took money out of the register because she's not going to hire me. And she was like, what not happen? I'm not going to hire you. And she said, okay, why he fired you? I said, I don't know. He just came from downstairs. He screamed at me and he just fired me. And she was like, okay, I know Danny, he said. I know this guy. Don't worry. I will test you today. Just work for me. And then we will see what's going to happen. I said, okay. She just took my bag, put it on the back. And I was on the register learning tattoo. She used to do henna tattoos. I walked on the store, clean up, put everything organized, and she liked it. And she hired me next day. So I started to work with her. We had 3 girls together. And at the end, she fired 2 girls because I was doing everything myself. Opening the store, doing the registration, organizing the store, and doing the henna tattoo. I learned it. And she just saved the money. She took 2 girls. And all the 3 months, I've been opening and closing the store myself. And she was so happy. She was just always next to me.
You found a job, but the thing is you put 2 people out of the job.
But you have to work hard if you want to stay in one place. Like always if you're doing something good, it's good, but try to do it best of you, right? Like don't just write something, write it, put some creation, and everyone will like it. It's the same thing in the job. Like you always have to show that you are passionate, you are motivated, you want to grow, you're not tired, you're always in good mood. Even though there is some stress, I've been in good mood. And the atmosphere is really important in the work, especially with your team. So yeah, that was my story in my first job. So yeah.
Why you moved to Chicago back? It's because of IT transformation?
Yes, that's the reason why I moved, because I always search myself. I don't stay in one place too much, maybe maximum 3 years. If I see that I'm not gaining anything or if I'm not growing, I usually try to move to next stop or next place or next level maybe. So that's the reason I moved to Chicago. Another reason is Chicago people is the best. Like I have all my friends, my family, everyone here. And that was another also reason to move here. And I never regret. Everything happened past is for good because I'm here right now. I'm not homeless. I'm not crying. Everything is good. I'm healthy. So everything I did in the past was for good.
So how those things transform into IT? How did you find out about the Salesforce?
So Salesforce came up to me really, really unexpected. I have a lot of friends from IT, and I've been thinking about it, but I never ever imagined myself sitting on the laptop doing coding and talking to other people about technology and whole Java, blah, blah, blah. No, I never ever thought about that. But somehow my husband pushed me to do it because he says that whatever I do, it happened. Like you achieve it. And he said, why don't you just study? Like, why are you losing your time? You are smart. You can do it. You're not just wasting your time for nothing. You always want to do some good things. And I said, why not? And it was like perfect timing because it was winter. And I'm like, I should try it. And I was a little bit scary, a little bit lost. I don't know if I can do it because also you have to study, you have to invest your time, first of all. But time is more important here in the United States. If you're losing time, you're losing yourself, you're losing your money, you're losing everything, basically. So it was a little bit trigger for me. But when I just first entered to Mindtek, I don't know, I felt this atmosphere of like everyone is same as me. None of them are professional Salesforce or professional engineer or developer. No, they also came like me, thinking 1,000 times, should I do or no? Can I do or no? Do I need math or no? All these questions came up to their mind, and they're the same as me. And I saw them, I'm like, probably I can do it because, I mean, if they're doing it, I can do it too. So what's wrong with me, right? I can do it. And it was like too much people crowded. We had our first introduction and I loved it. I was like, that's it, I'm coming. That's it. So after that, I started Mindtek with Salesforce. First couple months was so easy for me. I don't know why. Like learning platform. I was like, this is IT? This is you talking about? Like this is IT? I can do it for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, learning platform was easy, but later on, after a few months, we started to do coding, Apex, and all that. And since I was starting with good breathe, I want to keep that breathe. I want to keep that motivation.
Okay.
I want to be in one level. Like, I don't want to go up and all the way down. So yeah, when the coding started, I can definitely say that you don't need math for sure. You just need more concentration. You just need more understand why we need it, for what we need it, what is the purpose of using all this, what is the result of this at the end. Most important thing is result for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then after a few months, everything was going better, good. There was some time I was like, I don't want to do this. This is so hard. But I never ever thought that I'm doing wrong something. No. Even though I'm doing wrong, I learned something, which is good.
How was your instructors at Mindtek? Did you like them so far?
According to the system, first, it has to be different mentor maybe for platform. And for coding, we had another mentor. It was good. Like, I'm not saying that there was something boring or no. First instructor is really important, I think, because he needs to catch you. Like, he needs to catch students and attention, first of all, and his voice is really important. So I thought that if this is starting like this, it has to continue. And yeah, our second mentor, he was like, first day when he came in, he was like even though how he pressing these platforms, it was like, wow, this is cool. Because we were just like, we don't know some shortcuts, we don't know some short ways, but he was like, all these details really important for us, and I loved it.
How was your job market process? How did you get your job?
You're not gonna believe, Arslan, but I got my job after 3 hours. I had interview, and I passed it from first round. I didn't thanks God, I didn't like struggle with around like first tour and a second tour and third, and then you have to go to HR and then the recruiter and everyone. No. I remember who was my recruiter. His name was John, and he was Philippine, and he was so super nice to me when I just opened the Zoom. He was like, hey, we have some kind of company, financial company looking for Salesforce developer. Are you like ready? Can you do this job? Blah, blah, blah. Like this kind of questions. I said, of course I can do. Like, I can do everything. I'm a human being. Human being can learn everything because we have brain than animals, right? We can do anything. If people are doing technologies, everything, like right now, world has everything people need because we create it, not anyone else. So I said, I can do it. And then he said, okay, then we're going to do with you interview. I said, okay. And I waited probably like 2 weeks. He didn't get me back. I thought maybe he was just lying to me. Probably he didn't like me. But after 2 weeks, he sent me an interview. It was Wednesday. I clearly remember it was 2 p.m. And I came to this campus. I stood at that room in the corner. I talked to him like 45 minutes. And after we talked, after 3 hours, I got a call. He said, Asel, we want to offer you a job. Do you need time to think?
Okay.
I said, yeah, can you give me like 15 minutes? And I was driving. I hang it off and I'm like, is it happening to me? Is it really? Like, did I just get an offer? Like, I was doing this for all my life and then I just got an offer. And then, yeah, at the end, it was real. I saw the paper. Of course, everyone waits paper, right? First of all. And I waited for the paper. I signed it and started after 3 weeks when I got the offer. So, yeah, and I'm loving it. I love my job right now.
Great. How was your first days at the job?
Yes, I was telling to everyone that in my first day, I'm packing my everything. I got my laptop, everything. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do in my job because you see, everyone is just learning everything. But in practice, we didn't do it, right? So in the practice, it might be everything different than you were learning. So I was like, I cannot even imagine what I'm going to do. But my first day was super good. My manager, I had one more girl who was also she got offered to, but she was for different position. I went to This company is financial company, so it's really secured. Everything is secured, credit cards and everything. So in my first day, they gave me too much of access everywhere. And then I started to realize, okay, what developers do, like, because he explained me what is our job, what we are doing, what is our responsibilities, what we check. And then I started to realize what is actually Salesforce developers' job, like what they do. Yeah, and after a couple weeks, I got it. Everything is good. But, if you are in financial or if you are specifically in one area, I'm in the loan area, I'm still learning what is loan, like the process. And it's huge process, trust me. Like people buy houses for 30 years. You have to watch 30 years, like the financial. They have to follow up all the money and everything. So it's a little bit struggle for now, but I'm in the middle way of learning, almost there. Maybe I will need a couple months to finish everything, but for now I am confident. I know most of the things. If they ask me question, I have the answer.
How much it is important to know the domain or to know the Salesforce? Do you think it's important to know more about the Salesforce or domain? Like, is it too important to know about the domain when you are getting into that Salesforce job?
So in my situation, it's like this. I know Salesforce, but I don't know loan, like the domain. So I cannot do anything. So it's always balance. You always have to balance. Let's say they will be like, hey, we need to do this project, but you don't know what is that project about. If you don't know what is the project, how are you going to code it? So if you are going to any job, first of all, you have to learn domain, and then you can do your other things.
How much you use AI? Do you use AI?
No.
No?
I'm honest to you, I stopped. I usually just read, just go to somewhere else and do some research. I read, but also I also do the ChatGPT, but I stopped using that.
ChatGPT has the same words, like, we are thrilled to announce, we are thrilled to invite you, the same words, same things. I think when you even get something from ChatGPT, always work on it. Like, you remove these kind of words, so it's going to be a little bit similar to your words. So I think that's important. We still need to use ChatGPT, but we need to look what the ChatGPT gives us and modify it a little bit under.
For example, I totally agree with you, but in my position, I'm in the management team right now, in project management team. Project management is something that you have to create from scratch, and ChatGPT is not help for that.
If the people don't follow this technology, especially the AI, they will fall behind. All right. So what do you think about the people who will be, getting into the Salesforce? How much is Salesforce demanded? And is this job market in Salesforce is good right now?
Like last week, I went to Salesforce Tower, where Salesforce itself located in Chicago. And when I went there, I realized that they have so many projects that they're working, so many things that they have to do, and they need people all the time. She told me that we had leads who actually handle all this, and they're in the businesses who actually use the Salesforce. And they're saying that more and more businesses want to work with Salesforce because this is a great platform for your relationship between business and customer or between users. Why Salesforce is so popular right now? Because it's CRM, it's customer relationship management. This is so good for business. This is so good for growing up, for knowing what kind of people you're having in your business, how we can grow, what we are losing, what we are not losing. Like all these details is really, really helpful for business who is actually using Salesforce. Like all the business, huge companies, they're using Salesforce because it's flexible. You can do whatever you want with this platform. How your job is working, how your process is going, you can build it, which is good.
Okay, tell me this simple question with a simple answer. What is Salesforce?
Okay, Salesforce, I will just tell you in 3 words. Customer relationship management. What does it mean? Customer relationship management. let's say you have Mindtek, right? And you will have you have batches, you have classes, you have different mentors, and you want to organize them all. First of all, you want to organize it with students. You want to see what kind of students you have, how many students you have, how many batches you have, and how many students going to that batch. So that will organize it for you.
I know Salesforce administrator is easy. What about the Salesforce developer? Is it hard to learn Salesforce developer? How much coding is involved with there?
So one of the biggest reason why I picked Salesforce, they say it doesn't need too much coding, but it's totally up to business. For example, in my financial business, we have to create so many new components, so many new visual pages, so many new APIs, so many new apps that we have to create. So that's why that's the job of Salesforce developer. Admin, he's just probably giving access, taking access, creating new fields, new object. That's the part of admin. But the most hardest part is doing the developing part. Yes, you will need coding for sure. There is no jobs in developing that you just sit and just press enter. No, you always have to code. The only thing that you really need to know in Salesforce developing, if you want to be pro, then you have to learn Java, LWC, HTML.
We call it Apex, right?
Yeah,
For Java.
and Salesforce has their own language that no one actually uses. It's only Salesforce use it. It's Apex. Apex is a little easier, for sure, easier than Java, for sure. But anyway, they're taking Java's idea for sure. It's not something new. So if you know Java, Apex should be easier.
Looking backward, where you were dreaming about the United States, you came to United States, you did different jobs. Now you work as a IT engineer, Salesforce engineer. What would you advise yourself back there?
Oh, this is a good question. So for the 4-year-old, I would say do it. Just you're doing right. Maybe there is only one thing that I really don't like about my past is I didn't came to IT right away. I just spent a little time somewhere that I don't belong. That doesn't make me feel happy to go there. So I wish I know about Salesforce a little before than now. That's the only thing I regret. But other than that, hey, I'm here, so I'm happy.
Great. So everything happens for a good. Don't regret for anything happened to you. Hopefully. But what would you advise to the people who will be joining to the Mindtek?
I would say just join it. Don't lose your time. As you see, we're saying we don't regret, but actually we regret that we lost our time before. I would just say, go for it. Don't be scared. You see, I'm not a good professional math girl. No, I'm a simple. I have similar level as you guys. So if I am doing it, you can definitely do it. Don't be scared for new things. Learning is always good. It will never go somewhere. It will stay here. And someday it will hit and you will use it.